Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a short video, short as always. I just want to show you really quickly. I will share my screen in a little bit to show you how you go on the Sam.gov website to search for the contracts. Okay, I know this could be a little confusing, so I'm just going to share my screen to show you guys how I go about, try to find opportunities on Sam.gov and bid for contracts. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process, so stay tuned. Guys, welcome back. Just as announced in the intro, I'm going to share my screen to show you how I go about on finding opportunities on sam.gov, how, the different ways so you can go ahead and find these contracts and bid on these contracts. So now remember, as I stated in my previous videos, that there's two ways to go about this. Number one, you can do it with your own company, meaning that you try to go and find opportunities within your expertise, right? If you're, let's say, an IT or you're an architect, so you go to sam.gov and you try to find contracts very specific to your line of work. Secondly, the other way is just try to find any contracts that you feel confident that you can call companies and given the specifics of the contract so that you can solicit a quote from them, and based on that quote is you're going to base your bidding or your proposal that you're going to send to the government. Let's say that a company is going to charge you $1,000 a month. I mean, just hypothetically, right? Then based on that $1,000, then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna send out the proposal to SAM or the government for probably $1,200 or $1,300, so you can pay your subcontractor and also keep a little bit of the money. Okay, so now let's just go and jump right into it. Let's go to sam.gov and I'm gonna show you how is it that you go about finding these contracts. Okay. Now, guys, let's make a quick pause here, and I hope that I've earned your subscription. And if not, take a moment right now and press that subscribe button. If you have already, please click that like button, and I will greatly appreciate that. That helps us keep growing the channel, guys. There's a whopping 90% of you that is watching the videos, but you guys are not subscribed. It'll mean the world for us if you subscribe. I mean, we put out content for free to try to help you create an extra income stream. But please, if you can, just go ahead and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. So let's get back to the video. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm not logged in. I do have an account with sam.gov, but I am not logged in, meaning that you don't have to necessarily have an account or be logged in order for you to do some searches. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do find some work that I want to bid on. So you can do it a few ways. You see here that it says search for criteria, choose your filters, and run your report to begin. Okay, so one of the things that you can do, you can see here contract opportunities. You open that tab here and you can do there are a lot of filters. You can find by federal informations and enter a code here. Also, you can search for NX codes. I hope that's how you pronounce it. NX codes or NAICS codes. They have many names. You can find from names here, notice, product or service information. Here is the NAICS codes. You can enter a NAICS code here. See all the opportunities, finance and insurance, real estate and rental and leasing. This is one that I'm particularly fond of because here you can search, for instance, let's do a few here. So you know the realm of opportunities that you can find in Sam.gov. Say this here. Appraisal review for land conservation projects. I want to find one that is leasing property. Government space required. This one. Okay, let's go into this one. This one, you can see all the information here is from the GSA. The notice number, remember that we talked about, you can also search by notice number. It says here General Service Administration. Usually when these are a GSA, you can also find them in their website. But even if they have it on their website, they always also put it here on sam.gov. So now let's scroll down here. There's a lot of information here, but what I want you to look at here is the description. Okay, this is very important, and these are the things that you have to read for you to understand what's the work that you're getting yourself into and what's the contract that you're about to bid on. One of the things that I do, I'm not going to download any of these things. Here it says that it's loading, but usually they have PDF files here that you download and you go over them in order for you to read and understand what you're bidding on. So as you can see, it's fairly simple, I will say. In order for you to find these contracts, one of the hardest thing to do after you find a contract that you like, that you want to bid on, you want to learn more about, one of the hardest thing is just reading through the material and the solicitation. And the reason I say is the hardest thing is because there's a lot of reading to do. So you have to read a lot. You have to take your time so you can actually understand the solicitation and make sure that you qualify for what they're asking for. There are instances that, for instance, if you're not a construction company or a real estate professional, they may ask you to show some credentials or stuff like that. Now, whatever they ask in terms of experience and stuff like that, you can very well ask your subcontractor, the person that you're getting the quotes from, and the person that you're thinking about hiring. You can ask them to furnish any referrals and anything and any reference that the government is asking for. You can definitely speak with your subcontractor to furnish that information for you, and you can very well relay that information to the government. Now, let's go back to the screen because I want to keep showing you how you go about finding opportunities and what's the next step once you find an opportunity that you feel that you like and how you can bid, right? The most important part is, okay, I like this one, I understand what they're asking for and the project, so how do I bid for this contract? So let's go back to it. Okay, coming back here, so you see here it says the Government General Services Administration seeks to lease the following space, state Arizona. So they tell you where they're looking for the space. The city of Yuma, so delineated area, city limits of Yuma, Arizona, government space required. Yuma, Arizona, minimum square footage. It's giving you even the square footage. 4,400 square feet, maximum 4442, so same. So they are inquiring for an office space. You can see here it's telling you how many parking spaces is requiring. What else is requiring here? Parking space reserved for secure surface. Full term 15 months. Firm term 13 months. Option term is 5 years. So it looks like they are looking to lease that for about 5 years, and it's telling you here also the additional requirements. offers space must meet government requirements for fire safety, accessibility, seismic, and sustainability standards. Now, don't get intimidated by all these terms, okay? Remember that you're gonna relay all this information to your subcontractor, and they have to find you a place that meets all these requirements. This is why I cannot say this enough. So it is very important that you read through the solicitation. I cannot stress that enough. So again, once you find out everything that they're asking for, and we're gonna go back, let's jump real quick, and I'm gonna show you also the person in charge, the contract specialist. Here, see, this is how you bid. Send offers to Heather Bound, leasing specialist. So you know here that once you have a proposal or an offer that you want to send, this is the person that you're going to connect with. Now, they're going to also provide the contact information. Let me see here. So here's the phone number, and here's the email address for the contract specialist. These are the PPOC, the primary point of contact. It tells you here the solicitation history, if there has been any amendments or any changes. So then again, guys, so this is how you search for opportunities in Sam.gov. This is how you understand reading that solicitation, the things they're asking for, and also the information that you're going to relay to your subcontractor. So they give you an accurate quote, so you know based on that quote how much you're gonna charge the government, okay? If you read through enough solicitations, you will find that the government is actually aware that you may be a company subcontracting those contracts, okay? Does that make sense? So they are aware of that. All they ask you is, because it's the government, it's federal, sometimes there are federal buildings, and in this case it's not, but in some of the contracts that I bid it on, janitorial and stuff like that, where you're gonna have your team going into a federal building to clean, they're very rigorous with that. They will ask you to have badges, background checks with to the employees. That's a whole different thing, but just expect a level of safety, security, and stuff like that, just because this is federal. So here I'm going to show you how you are able to also save your searches. If you're just trying to bid for contracts in a specific niche or NAICS, so I'm going to show you here how you can save those searches so that you don't have to be scrambling around and typing all the time. Let's take a look. Okay, so when I do a search, this is what I do. If you go to search, you see here where it says saved searches. I'm in my profile right now. I'm logged in. That's why I'm able to see this. If you're not logged in, you're not gonna be able to save any searches. As you can see here, it says sign out. In my saved searches, I have here janitorial services, professional services. You can save anything. You can save anything. Say that I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna open this and contract opportunities, and I'm gonna go for contract. I'm gonna do a search so you can see how you can save searches. If I go here and enter construction, let's do real estate and licenses, the same thing. So what I do, after I have all this, I can go ahead and save this search. You go to actions here and you click where it says save, and you give that search a name, real estate, and you can go ahead and save it. Boom. Now I don't have to go and type that or search it here all the time. All I have to do is go to my searches, go to save searches, So I hope that this information helps you understand a little bit more about Sam.gov, how you can search for opportunities and contracts, how to bid. I showed you there that how the solicitation showed you who is the contract specialist that you should submit your offer to. If you remember, it said submit offers to, and it gives you the name. And if you scroll down, you'll find the email address and phone number for that person. So don't forget, the idea with these contracts though is not to get rich with one contract, okay? Remember that you have multiple companies bidding at the same time, and they tell you clearly they're going to award the contract to the lowest bidder, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to do a low bid that's going to result in losses for you, but be mindful that it is a bidding, and that implies that there are other companies bidding. So you don't want to be too high, but you don't want to bid too low that is going to result in a loss to you. But that's it. That's this short video. I hope that you learned something in this video. If you have any questions, just post them down below, okay? Let me know what you think. Have you bid? Have you started bidding? What's your experience? Let me know, and keep us posted down in the comments below so we can experience with you what you're doing, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Salir esa